We're in Lawrence, Kansas at Free State High School. Tonight, it's a big crosstown matchup, Lawrence and Free State. And hi again, everybody. Neil Harwell along with Josh Looney. It's great to have you with us on the KSMO High School Game of the Week. A big game here in Lawrence. These two teams know each other very well, Josh.
Well, Neil, this is as natural of a rivalry as you will find. 1997 is when Lawrence split into two high schools, and they've been bitter rivals ever since. Tonight, there's playoff implications on the line as well.
Absolutely, Josh. And let's talk about that quarterback position. All eyes on it tonight.
Neil, if you would have asked me last week to name the best quarterback game to watch in the state of Kansas, I'd tell you to come right here. You had number 1 in total offense in the Sunflower League in Brad Strauss from Lawrence, and number 2 in Kyle McFarland from Lawrence Free State. Now, unfortunately, for the Lawrence Chesty Lions, Strauss is out, and they're going to go with Tyrone Jenkins under center. He normally plays running back. They're going to try and make it quarterback tonight in Lawrence.
And McFarland has put out some big numbers for Free State.
McFarland does it all for this Free State Firebird football team. They'll spread it around. He's going to run, he's going to throw, and oh yeah, he's also their best defensive back.
He's a good one. He's a junior here at Free State. There's your drive, 11 plays, all running, 44 yards. Lions on top 7-0.
Now look at that smile on Coach Wedd's face. You can't draw it up any better if you're the Lawrence Lions. A 3 and out, and then an 11-play drive that eats up over 5 minutes off the clock. When you look at these replays, we've just seen the same 2 or 3 plays over and over. It's just power zone reads. And Jenkins, he's got the size, looks like he's got the speed, and he's coming in pumped up. They're keeping it simple for this kid tonight, and that's what you have to do to put him in positions to make successful plays.
Here's Jenkins throwing it. He's got his receiver. It's caught there by Clevenger, and that's a first down.
Great call there, a little Tim Tebow type option pass, and it's a great time to pull it out in your third offensive possession, where really all you've done is run the football. They show run, they send those guys out, and that's an easy play for a new quarterback to make. Find the crossover out, roll him out to a strong side, moves the chains.
Quarterback Jenkins to Mayo up the sideline.
Hey, why not sour the pass? Just a little play action, and you get by. Look at Jenkins' arm. That is a big-time throw on the money from a guy who's a running back, Neil.
That is on point. The left-hander.
Hit him in stride, the southpaw, showing he can get it done. And then what that does is it's going to make the Free State offense or defense, they're going to keep them honest in this one. They're not going to be able to pin up on the run if you make throws like that.
Absolutely. And Rosen on to try the extra point. He's got it, 17-0 Lawrence. We look again. Jenkins
just absolutely feeling it. He sells the play action. He looks to his receiver that the corner bit. That's number 3 right there. Stan Squarlow bites up on play action, and all you got to do is hit the wide receiver. And he does it in stride. That's a big-time throw. It's a 30-40-yard throw in the air, 68 total. And all of a sudden, it's 17-0 Chesty Lions in this rivalry.
Man, 68-yard hookup. Jenkins. So this is a very big game. Let's go right to those first half highlights.
You're ready for the Tyrone Jenkins highlight show. You're going to see a lot of power, a lot of zone, just simple place to the left side. It looks like that's his strength. He'll get a lead from his fullbacks, and they've kept the ball in Jenkins' hands for every single snap, except for 3 when they've thrown the football, and he's been good throwing the ball. Well, they've also got a lot of defensive help, only 9 total yards at the half for Free State. And right there, it's Eric Mayo with a big pick of Kyle McFarland. Boy, he came in as a do-everything quarterback for this team. And then here's the big pass, the 68-yard hookup from the running back filling in for the quarterback. Jenkins puts it on the money for a big score, and it's 17-0 here at halftime. And the defensive pressure all over McFarland. Free State thrives on getting him in space with Patterson. There's been no room to run for Kyle McFarland. One more look here at McFarland and what he's faced. He's getting stuck, he's getting hit, and there's no daylight. A complete game thus far, a perfect first half if you are the Lawrence Lions.
Those stats would prove it out. Our first half stats brought to you by Sonic. This is how you Sonic. And man, nothing to show on that Free State side, and Lawrence has balanced it out, even though they've only thrown the ball 3 times.
And look at the time of possession, 15-8. There were 3 keys to the game for this Lawrence team coming into this. It was control quarterback Kyle McFarland from Free State. Check that off. Score somehow, some way without their horse, Brad Strauss. Well, you got 17 on the board. Force turnovers. Find a way to give the offense the short field. They've done that as well. They're 3 for 3 on their keys to the game.
the Free State band. Good work here at halftime. Lawrence leads it here in the Battle of Lawrence at halftime. 17-0 over Free State. That right side again, and Thompson is in there to make the stop. A loss on the play, Will Thompson.
You can make a film on how to defend the option by Will Thompson there. What you teach your defenders to do if they don't have quarterback responsibility is slow play. He slow plays to let that ball string towards the sideline. Watch him, slow player. He shuffles, and he's able to defend the pitch and the quarterback, making McFarland make a decision. It's disciplined football, and that's why this is one of the top defenses in the Sunflower League.
Only giving up 17 points a game. That's second in the Sunflower League. McFarland to throw it. The heat is on, and he's sacked inside the 10-yard line by Karen Brown. 5'10", 220, the junior.
As much as Jenkins has stepped up on the offensive side of the football, this Chesty Lions defense has absolutely been incredible tonight. Earlier this week, Coach Wedd put it on their shoulders and challenged them. And look at the linebacking play. It's just been all over. Hot missiles to the ball. They're reading, they're disciplined. Just an incredible performance through 3 quarters now for the Lawrence Lions defense.
That's his 31st carry of the ball game. And for that, he's our player of the game tonight. Player of the game brought to you by Exigo Business Solutions.
Tyrone Jenkins just kept the ball in his hand all night. Keep in mind, this was the second-team running back at the start of the season. He's playing quarterback for the first time in his career this evening, and there's a lot of players of the game candidates tonight for this Lawrence Lions team. You can give it to the entire defense, you can give it to Mayo, but this is a kid who's stepped up and done something he hasn't done before, and you got to take your hat off to him.
The play of the game brought to you by KB Complete, a company you can refer a friend to.
Well, it's one of the few passes he's thrown, and he showed that he does have the arm. That's a big-time throw right there. Sure, the receiver was open, but he puts it in stride 30, 40 yards down the field, and it winds up in a 68-yard touchdown. That was our last score of this game, and now 17-0.
And what a formula for a victory tonight for Coach Dirk Wedd and the Lawrence Lions, winning it tonight 20-0.
You said formula for victory. Coach Wedd gave me 3 before this game, and let's review them one more time because, boy, they hit on all cylinders. Number 1 was control and contain Kyle McFarland. They did such a good job of that. McFarland wasn't even on the field in the 4th quarter, out storming the field here for the Lawrence Lions. This is big. They broke a 5-game losing streak to their crosstown rivals, and we told you this atmosphere was huge. Key number 2 was score somehow, some way. Your horse is gone. You got a kid that's never played quarterback before. And they did that. They put 20 points up on the board and finally force turnovers and make sure you're giving that offense with the inexperienced player at quarterback a short field. Check, 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 3 for 3. And now the Lions are celebrating a playoff berth.
He had the player of the game was Jenkins. How about the performance of Mayo here tonight with the 2 picks, athletically done. And then he had the touchdown catch right here, 68 yards.
He's all over the field tonight, Neil. They just manned him up on the outside, and he's so athletic. He's able to shut down receivers, and then, you know, he gets loose on the long touchdown run. He even likes to put his shoulder down. Not a big kid. He's a speedster. Here's a 2nd pick of the evening, and that's just stepping in front of the ball, reading the route. He was all over receivers throughout the game tonight. Mayo comes in the runner-up in the player of the game category. He's just beat out by Jenkins because Jenkins had to do something he'd never done before. Mayo has been this guy for them all season long.
Oh, what a game. And you want me to make that rivalry a little more tough for next season? Those 2 guys are juniors, so they're coming back too. Here's the statistics brought to you by Sonic. This is how you son.
No total yards. Look at that, 246 to 68. 3rd down conversions, 1 of 9. Circle that, though. Anytime you're plus in the turnover ratio, you have a good chance, especially when you're playing without your horses. Lawrence wanted to get the football a short field position for their offense. They were able to do that with not 1, not 2, but 3 turnovers. It was 2 Mayo picks, and it was a fumble recovery down near the goal line. It was just a great, it was perfect performance by the Chesty Lions. Across the board, they dominated this game.
Yeah, they really did. And another stat we don't have, time of possession. That was big tonight as well, keeping their defense off the field.